As you can see, the migrations that we have, they are checked in and they are source control friendly. So let's say down the road what happens is you are tracking some bug and you want to bring your database to one of the migration state and test some situation. Entity Framework Core lets you do that super easily. If you had to do that without Entity Framework Core, it would be a nightmare because you will have to remember what were all the database changes that were applied, let's say a year ago when this migration was added. And I cannot imagine what a big nightmare that would be. But with EF Core, it is super simple. To do that, we can go to Package Manager console, and there let me copy the migration name. That will be add book to DB, and right here we will say update database, paste the name that we copied. Execute that and see what happens. Great. If you examine the logs here, you can see it is reverting all the other migrations until the migration that we want. If we go back to our database here, and now if we examine the books table, it has the price column, but if you expand that column, you can see price is float. We modified that to be a decimal later on. So the old migrations have been applied, and if you examine the EF migrations history, we just have one migration. Now of course this is not something you will do in production because it will delete the other tables and that data will be gone. But this is something that is helpful if you are doing that on development or making a copy of production database and doing that to test some condition. And then if you want to come back to the latest version, you just need to run the command update database. It will track the 5 migrations are not applied and automatically apply them. If we go back here and if I refresh columns, price is now decimal. So that way you can go back to a migration to test some condition and then come back to the final version.